The most terrifying prophecies in human history are not found in science fiction films. They were written more than 2,000 years ago, and they are being fulfilled right now, before your very eyes, as you watch this video. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification, because time is running out and you need to know what comes next. Here at Portals of the Unknown, we reveal the truths the world tries to hide. Don't miss the next video in this series. Your understanding of reality will never be the same. The Book of Revelation, a map. The Book of Revelation. 22 chapters that have haunted humanity for centuries. Written by the Apostle John on the Isle of Patmos around 95 AD. This text is not just religious literature. It is a map, a timeline, a sequence of events that, according to millions of scholars, describes with chilling accuracy the collapse of civilization as we know it. But here is the question no one wants to ask. What if these prophecies are not symbolic? What if every word, every vision, every horse of the apocalypse is literal? The seven seals. Let's start at the beginning. John describes seven seals that, when broken, unleash progressive catastrophes upon the earth. The first seal releases a white horse whose rider goes out conquering and to conquer. Many interpret this as the rise of false messiahs, charismatic leaders who promise peace but bring destruction. Look around the world today. How many political, religious, and technological leaders present themselves as saviors of humanity? The second seal releases a red horse, taking peace from the earth and causing men to kill one another. Wars, conflicts, urban violence, the nuclear escalation between world powers. Revelation chapter 6 verse 4 says, "Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill one another. To him was given a large sword." Does that sound familiar? Could the large sword be a metaphorical reference to the weapons of mass destruction that now threaten human existence? The third seal brings a black horse. Famine, scarcity, economic collapse. John hears a voice saying, "A quart of wheat for a day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a day's wages." Translation: food that is too expensive for most people. Hyperinflation, a global food crisis. While the rich accumulate wealth, billions struggle to survive. The United Nations warns that we are heading for the biggest famine crisis in modern history. Coincidence? The fourth seal is the most terrifying. A yellow or pale horse, depending on the translation. Its name? Death. And hell followed him. A fourth of humanity is wiped out by sword, famine, plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. 1/4 of the world's population today represents almost 2 billion people. Think about that. Recent pandemics gave us a glimpse of what can happen when diseases spread globally. And that was just a dress rehearsal. The seven trumpets. But the seals are only the beginning. After them come the seven trumpets. Each trumpet announces even more devastating calamities. The first trumpet brings hail and fire mixed with blood, burning up 1/3 of the earth and the trees. Could this describe massive wildfires like those we see consuming entire forests every year? Or something worse, like chemical and biological warfare? The second trumpet describes something like a great mountain burning with fire, being thrown into the sea, turning 1/3 of the waters to blood and killing 1/3 of the sea creatures. Some theologians suggest this may be an asteroid. Others believe it is an underwater nuclear weapon. Scientists confirm that a large-scale asteroid impact is not only possible, but inevitable at some point in human history. NASA maintains a constant monitoring program for near-Earth objects. Why? Because they know the threat is real. The third trumpet speaks of a star called Wormwood falling from the sky, contaminating 1/3 of the rivers and water springs, causing the death of many. Wormwood. In Ukrainian, that word is Chernobyl. When the Chernobyl nuclear disaster happened in 1986, many Bible scholars were paralyzed. Did the prophecy describe nuclear radiation 1900 years before the discovery of atomic energy? The fourth trumpet darkens a third of the sun, moon, and stars. 5. Revelation chapter 8, verse 12. Blocking out sunlight. This could occur after a nuclear war, with dust and ashes creating a nuclear winter. Or it could be the result of a massive volcanic eruption, such as the Yellowstone supervolcano, which scientists say is overdue to erupt. The fifth trumpet is where things get truly supernatural. A shaft to the abyss is opened, releasing creatures that torture humanity for 5 months. These creatures are described as having breastplates of iron, making the sound of chariots with many horses, and having tails like scorpions. John, a first-century man, trying to describe something he had never seen before. Could he be describing advanced military technology, combat drones, biological weapons, or something literal and demonic that we do not yet comprehend? The sixth trumpet releases 4 angels who were bound at the Euphrates River, prepared to kill a third of humanity, an army of 200 million. Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. In the first century, when John wrote this, the entire global population was approximately 300 million people. How could he conceive of an army of 200 million? Today, China alone possesses military capacity of that magnitude. The Euphrates River, by the way, passes through Iraq, Syria, and Turkey, the epicenter of current geopolitical conflicts. And there is something even more disturbing. The Euphrates is literally drying up. In 2021, satellite images showed the river hit its lowest levels in recorded history. Revelation chapter 16, verse 12 prophesies. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. This is happening now, in real time. The mark of the beast. But perhaps the most frightening aspect of the apocalyptic prophecies is not the physical destruction, it is the spiritual, the mark of the beast. Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 through 18. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. Without this mark, no commercial transaction, complete economic exclusion. Until recently, this seemed impossible. How to control the entire global economy? How to track every purchase, every sale, every transaction? But then came the digital revolution. Credit cards, mobile payments, cryptocurrencies, biometric identification, facial recognition, implantable microchips. Companies already offer chips that can be implanted between the thumb and forefinger for payment convenience. The technology to implement a global system of economic control not only exists, it is being normalized. Some argue that the mark of the beast is symbolic, representing ideological allegiance, but John was specific, on the right hand or on the forehead, physically practical locations for biometric scanners. And the number 666? There are countless theories, but the fundamental point remains. Some form of identification will be mandatory to participate in society. Connecting the prophetic dots. Here is what few people realize. The biblical prophecies do not work in isolation. They are intertwined. Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Jesus in Matthew chapter 24, Paul in Thessalonians, all describe elements of the end times. And when you start to connect the dots, a pattern emerges. Daniel chapter 12 verse 4 contains an intriguing prophecy. But you, Daniel, roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge. Many will go here and there. An explosion of global travel and transportation. To increase knowledge, exponential technological advancement, defining characteristics of our era. Jesus in Matthew chapter 24, verses 3 through 14, lists the signs of the end. Wars, rumors of wars, nation against nation, famines, plagues, and earthquakes in various places. He calls this the beginning of birth pains. And then he adds something crucial. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. For the first time in history, technology allows a Christian message, literal Mingchi, reach every person on the planet through the internet. This condition is being fulfilled. But there is uma profecia que ties everything together, a restauração de Israel. For almost 2,000 years, the Jewish people were scattered across the globe without domination. Ezekiel chapter 37 prophesied that the dry bones of Israel would come back to life. On May 14, 1948, Israel was re-established as a nation. An event that most scholars considered impossible happened. And Jesus said in Matthew chapter 24, verso 34, "Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened." Which generation? The generation that would see Israel reborn. If a biblical generation is 70 to 80 years, according to Psalms chapter 90, verso 10, then we are inside that prophetic window right now. The clock is ticking, the pieces are falling into place. And the question is no longer if, but when. The call to action. The prophecies were not written to terrify us. They were written to prepare us. The apocalypse is not the end of hope. It is the end of deception. It is the final revelation of the truth that has always existed. There is a plan, there is a purpose, and there is a destiny for humanidad that transcends our control. But here is the truth. Few have the courage to confront. You are not a passive spectator in this narrative. Your choices matter. Your conscience matters. Where you place your faith, your allegiance, your identity matters. Now I ask you, what do these prophecies mean for your life today? Can you see the signs around you, or are you still asleep? Leave your answer in the comments. Share your observations, your fears, your hopes. This is a conversation humanidad needs to have. And if you think what we revealed today was impactful, get ready. In the next video in this series, we will dive into the prophecies about the Antichrist, the most enigmatic and terrifying figure of the apocalypse. Who is he? Is he already among us? And how can you recognize him? Don't miss the next episode. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video with everyone who needs to know the truth. The future has been prophesied. The question is, are you ready for it?